All right, so today we are talking about Ehsas Joy by Risala, an aromatic aquatic fragrance that honestly didn't leave the best impression on me. The very first thing I get when I spray this is a strong rosemary sage combo. It's very green, very herbal, and gives off this kind of fresh aromatic vibe that some people might find relaxing. There's also a bergamot punch right at the front. That's the first thing that hits your nose, but right behind it comes that rosemary sage blend, chasing it pretty quickly. After about 10 to 15 minutes, the scent starts shifting. It leans more into the sage side of things, and I start to pick up a little bit of labdanum, which gives off this slightly leathery kind of nuance. The bergamot and rosemary start to fade, and what's left is more of that herbal woody character. Overall, the dry down keeps the same aromatic green feel, but it's not something that really transforms in an exciting way. It just sort of stays in that lane. Now, as far as performance goes, it's pretty average. Projection is moderate, maybe decent in the first hour or so, but this fragrance only lasts about 4 hours on my skin. And considering it's around $20 fragrance, I've seen it like I think in the $18 range. Um, the performance kind of matches the price. There's nothing here that surprised me or really wowed me in terms of how it performs. This one is definitely more masculine. I originally thought it might lean feminine when I first sprayed it, but as I wore it more, it clearly sits on the masculine side. Because of its herbal and aromatic nature, it's not aggressively masculine. It's still pretty wearable. I'll say this is more of a summer scent, maybe something you could wear in a casual or slightly formal setting. But personally, it's just not one I enjoy. If I had to pick one thing that stands out here, it's probably the bottle, for 20 bucks. But I mean, hey, when the juice isn't, matching the bottle, I mean, look at it. You have some nice, like, marbling on the cap. I mean, that's really nice. Yeah, so it looks nice on the shelf, but the juice inside, to me, it smells a bit like a chemical mess. There's nothing in the composition that really grabs me, and honestly, I wouldn't say there's anything worth changing because it's just not a scent that works for me overall. And at the end of the day, Ehsas Joy just isn't a fragrance I'd recommend. Of course, scent is subjective. If you're curious and want to try it for yourself, go for it. But from my experience, it's not one I see myself reaching for again. If you've tried this fragrance, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Maybe it worked differently for you, but for me, this one's a pass.